Hey everyone, this is Lisa from Life and Layouts over here on the Crafty Maven Getaway. Today I have a multi-photo love using this sketch from Scrapbook Generations. And I felt like this paper collection, Fall is in the Air from Echo Park, was a perfect collection to use with that mood board. I'm going to be doing a Thanksgiving layout, and I was able to get a total of 6 photos on this layout, but you could definitely change the sketch up and change some of those 4x4 photos or 4x6 photos to smaller ones and make it work with a ton more photos if you had those. I really loved that busy paper with the bear and the fox and the pies. And so I really wanted to showcase that. So that was my bigger piece. But then when I used my plaid as my little border strips, it got lost next to that busy piece. So I went ahead and cut out this wood grain to add it to the layout. And then I'm just going to put the plaid piece between the wood grain and the green polka dot. I am using vintage photo distressing to distress all of the edges. Once I get all of the edges distressed, I am going to adhere everything down. And a trick that I recently learned was to go ahead and put the adhesive right down on your paper. And then it makes it easier to put everything down, especially if you're covering the entire layout, as I am with these border strips as well as these photos. So 2 of the photos I'm going to cut down to 4x4. And then I'm going to leave 2 of the photos at 4x6 and place those down. When I get to the right side of the paper, I realized that I needed to cut all of my strips down to 10 inches because it did not go to the edge of the page like it does on the left-hand side. So that's what I'm doing there, just trimming everything down. And then I'm going to add the pieces there. I do use this thin double-sided adhesive to get those 1/4 inch pieces down. I will link the sketch below so that you guys can download this from Scrapbook Generations. I love all of their free sketches as well as their paid content sketches. I have a lot of those as well because the information that they provide at the bottom is so detailed in regards to everything, how big everything's supposed to be, what you're supposed to cut it at, where it's supposed to be on the layout. So they are great sketches to use and to follow along with. I did decide that these 2 photos, which the sketch calls for a 4x6 and a 4x4, but I didn't have a 4x6 in the portrait, so I went ahead and cut both my photos down to 4x4 and realized that they were getting lost on that busy paper and they needed something to bring them out. So I put them on this burgundy tone-on-tone paper, and that really made them stand out against that really busy pattern paper. I wanted to have that bear showcased at the top there, so I just moved my photo block down a little bit so that it's right underneath that bear, because that bear is probably my favorite piece in this collection. I do go ahead and use a second one over there on the right hand side. And I do use pop dots to pop him up. I know that I use a lot more pop dots than most people do, and I've been told several times, you don't have to use that many pop dots. But I don't like my embellishments or my pictures, once they get into the albums, I don't like them to bow down in the center or where the pop dots aren't. And I do usually use fun foam, but I recently found like 10 packages of these pop dots. So I'm forcing myself to use them. I am completely out of fun foam. I think I may have like 1 or 2 sheets left, but I want to get them used up before I buy anything else because there's nothing wrong with them except that they are a pain to get down. I found this sticker that says thankful and blessed, and again that got lost in the busy pattern paper, so I went ahead and put that on a tone-on-tone red paper. I did use my We Are Memory Keepers border aligner. I'll link it below where you can find it, and it makes your mats a perfect size all the way around, and I love them so much. I've been using them like crazy. I have realized it does take me a little bit longer to cut it out as opposed to if I was to use my trimmer. But having that perfect edge all the way around, even if my picture or my sticker or things like that aren't straight on the paper, because the way that the aligner guides work, they go right up against the sticker or the picture. It makes it perfect, a perfect edge all the way around. So as I was talking about all of that, I did add several of the stickers, the smaller stickers down there at the bottom. I have that one that says harvest, and then I have a little bird, and then the others are just acorns and little hearts. I am pretty close to finishing up one sticker sheet. I do have a second one because I did purchase a second collection kit because I just loved it so much. But I'm really trying to used up all of those little pieces before I start using any on the other full sticker sheet. At the top there, I added a pumpkin, and then I was going to add one leaf, but I did have to pull out the other sticker sheet to add a second leaf to cluster them up there behind the pumpkin. That little orange circle sticker has a maple leaf on it, and then I put the word happy right next to it. And then over on the bear there, I added the word harvest to the kind of bottom of it, and I put pop dots underneath it so that it would be level with the bear. These banners, I haven't decided if I like them. I left them because I was like, it's already there and I'm not going to change them. I've come back to them and I'm like, I don't know, but I'm not going to change it. What I ended up doing was I put pop dots on the top part of the banner, and then the bottom part is flat on the layout. So what you get is it looks like the banners are kind of waving because of that pop dot at the top and then the flat on the bottom. So I like the concept of it. I think it would have been better if a couple of things. One, that busy background, they blend really well into it. And two, I think that they probably should have been a little bit bigger. But I'm not going to worry about it. It's done. It's documented, and it's going in my album. I'm sure that no one else that's looking at it's going to think that I should have done something differently. I do go ahead and use these glittery gold stickers, and they have an actual navy foam behind them, so I really like the contrast between the gold and the navy. And so I put 2016 on the right hand side, and then I put Thanksgiving up there at the top. So that is my layout. Here are the final layout as well as some close-ups. If you enjoyed this video, if you wouldn't mind giving us a thumbs up over here on the Crafty Maven, we would really appreciate it. If you haven't done so already and you want to see lots of variety from lots of different folks, you can hit that subscribe button, and we try to bring you all kinds of different inspirations every day. I will link my channel below. If you want to see more double page layouts, make sure you subscribe to my channel because that's all I do on my channel. Thanks everyone for watching, and I hope that you have a scrappy day.